Aries, let's go ahead and see what your person wants from you. Let's see here. Show me Aries person. What is Aries person's focus in regards to their relationship or connection with Aries? The Five of Swords reverse and the Page of Cups. Okay. Give me one more, please. Doesn't feel like they really want to play any games with you. I mean, I think they seem to be pretty sincere. There's a huge crush or an admiration that they have for you, but they can kind of feel rejected or maybe like you're not really interested. There could also be this energy, like if you guys are in a separation of some sort, or maybe you guys live at a distance, they could be very interested in trying to get you guys to close the gap or come together as a couple or whatever. Maybe they want to take you on vacation. Maybe they want to take you on a date, whatever it may be. But I think it's interesting that that Four of Cups is there. Why is the Four of Cups here? Why is the Four of Cups here, please? Thank you. The Eight of Wands. It almost feels like this is somebody who feels like they keep kind of talking to you or trying to offer some kind of idea, or maybe they're trying to move something forward with you, but they feel like it just goes into the ethers, or they feel like you don't really hear them, or you're not really that interested, something along those lines. There's something about this person feeling like they don't either have enough, or they're very focused in regards to how you perceive them, which I think makes them kind of second guess themselves or remain stagnant. Because there's something about this person having really high hopes at the end of the day, but they feel a little crushed at the same time because they're like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe I don't have enough to offer Aries. Something like that. What does this person genuinely want from Aries? What does this person want from Aries, please? Last shuffle. The Death card. Okay, can you tell me more about that? The Hermit. I think this person feels like you're holding back. Okay. And I don't know why they feel that. There could have been like an ending between the two of you. Okay. If there was an ending between the two of you, they want you to come out of that, or if they feel like you kind of have an ego about it, or if they feel like maybe you have been hanging on to some kind of past identity that stops you from feeling safe enough to be vulnerable with them, or if you're holding on to the past, they want you to let that go. They want, like, if I'm going to be honest with you, they want humility from you. That's what I'm getting. It seems like they want you humble. Why? The Two of Swords. Because then they feel like they'll have more peace in the connection. Four of Swords. What was behind that? King of Swords reversed and the Temperance reversed. I don't know how I really feel about this, Aries. I also think that there's some level of wisdom that you have to offer this person, and I think that they want that. What is that Death card? The Four of yeah, they want you to let something go. Let what go? The Five of Pentacles reverse. Either some kind of abandonment issue, or if you have kind of kept them in the dark or kind of rejected them at some point, blocked them, like they want you to stop that. Okay, because they want, like, not to be corny, but they want your love, they want your wisdom, but they also want your humility because they feel like your humility would produce some level of peace. What a weird ass reading. Okay. All right, well, what is this person afraid to ask for from Aries? The Knight of Swords reverse. It's like they want your humility. They kind of want you to just go with their lead, is what I'm getting. Tell me more. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Can I get one more? The Four of Swords. They want peace. But they want you to let your guard down. I'm telling you, there's something about you not letting go of an old identity in their mind or an old way of being in regards to relationships or just in general. And so they want you to kind of humble yourself or be open to another idea. I also think that this is somebody who wants you to still, like, they either want you to be in your feminine energy or they still want to make sure you're like you're independent and you're good on your own kind of thing. And this is somebody that may sometimes like want space. Okay, for some of you, they want you to go to therapy with them, but ultimately they want you to let down your ego or let down your guard about something. Like, especially if you guys are somebody who is very uh um what is the word? Relentless about your beliefs or your thoughts. They don't want that. They just want you to kind of like enjoy your life, be independent, be at peace. What's the reality check of this connection? Six of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Swords reversed. The Empress. Somebody's an Empress. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's them. If you're the Empress, then I would say that this person, if they want this like pre-empress energy, if they want this, you know, peaceful, blah 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 blah, then they probably need to cough it up. they need they need to either be more financially supportive or they need to be able to match the vibration that they expect of you. So for instance, let's say that this person does want a humble, sweet little housewife that's really sexy and is just creative and loving, but she's also very independent, you know, then they need to be able to either make enough money or become the person for you to be able to be that, right? Or whatever it is. Now, for others of you, somebody here is maybe sometimes does not really realize their worth, is what I think it really comes down to. Somebody needs to realize their worth in a situation. And then we have manifest the new, embrace change and envision your desires, allowing the universe to align with your intentions. So Aries, I feel like you can have what it is that you want, okay? Yin, wanting to be more spiritual, intuitive, needing to have patience, being able to surround yourself with the people or experiences that allow you to be in that place. Yin is feminine energy. That's what you got. Okay. So tell them to cough it up. No, I'm just joking. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Aries. Thanks a lot. Make it a good one and please take care. Bye for now. Hey Taurus, how you doing? Let's go ahead and take a look at your person and what they want from you. But first let's go ahead and see what their focus is in regards to the relationship. What is this person's focus when it comes to their relationship with Taurus? The Page of Wands reversed. The Justice could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Libra. Let me get another one, please. All right, it gave us two. The Magician and the Devil. Okay. This is somebody who is quite powerful in their own right. I think that this is a person who has a lot of the elements at their disposal to be able to create the reality that they want with you. This is somebody who may be manifesting some level of deep fatal attraction, attachment with you, or somebody who's trying to manifest a very deep, dark sexual relationship. For some of you, this can be about BDSM. Okay, sometimes it just can be that simple. For others of you, it just seems like this person may have the intent to keep you guys very tied, which may come through either marriage or a long-term commitment or something like that. But that Page of Wands reverse tells me they're not so confident in doing so. It seems like they have the intention to do right by you with the Justice card there, but that little devil on their shoulder kind of tells me another story. It feels like there are certain secrets that they're keeping that they're not really telling you. What is that devil? What is that devil, please? Can you tell me what that devil is? Damn it. And I think they're trying to tempt you as well. There's some kind of temptation here. The Hangman. I don't think they want you going anywhere. They don't want you going anywhere here. Why is the Page of Wands reversed? The Three of Swords reverse. It's weird. It's almost like this person wants you to adhere to their perspectives, or it's like this person wants you to make a sacrifice for them. It feels very sexual. I'm not going to lie. Like the devil can definitely be very strong temptation, but I also think this is somebody who may be trying to overcome their fears, because they do have that Page of Wands reverse, which can talk about somebody who's had some, especially with the Three of Swords reverse, some long-standing confidence issues around their own power. And so it's like, this is somebody who wants to do right by you, but I also think that they hold themselves back because of their perspective. So for instance, maybe they never really got girls or guys in high school, and they're like, oh God, you know, maybe I really just am that unlovable, or, you know, whatever it is that society or life has made them believe, right? So, what does this person want from Taurus? The Strength reverse. They want you to stop holding back if you have been. I think they want you to give in. The Six of Cups and the Ten of Wands in reverse. They want you to be in love with them. They want you to not make things so hard. They want your vulnerability and they want your depth. They want you to stop holding back if you have been. It's like they want you to give in to the connection. They want you to lean into it. Because this person may feel like this was something you really couldn't handle before. You know, like maybe there's something about this connection that feels not so light. It feels a bit heavy. And I think that things have been a little chaotic, and I think they want things to be a bit more stable. I think they're trying to let go of their fears. Their intent is to let go of their fears that come from a lack of confidence or some kind of insecurity, so they can have a stable connection with you. That's what that looks like to me. But I also think that you guys don't have like a similar perspective of one another, of a certain goal, or I don't know, maybe something that you believe in, or and they want you to like be okay with not always agreeing with them. What are they afraid to ask for from Taurus? The Hierophant reverse, something unconventional. I'm getting a very kinky person, Ace of Wands, and then that Ace of Wands came out, which can sometimes represent like a penis. Like, I'm just gonna be okay. You know, study tarot with me, guys. ViolettaAlexis.com. Okay. Tell me more. The Ace of Pentacles. They don't just want sex, though. They want something that is pretty stable, something that can last a long time. Like, it doesn't really feel like this is somebody who's playing small. Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups reversed. So if somebody's already in a relationship, they may want you to end that relationship, or they may feel like I need to end this relationship. Or for some of you, there may be like a weird threesome thing going on, or some kind of like polygamy. I don't know. What's that Hierophant reversed? The Page of Swords. They want you to be open-minded in regards to the kind of relationship that they want. Oof. They want to sexy down, though. I'm not even going to lie to you. What's the reality check of this connection, please? The Queen of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups reversed. The Emperor and the Star reversed. So the thing is that the feminine needs to put herself first. That's how this connection is going to work. She needs to take care of herself. She needs to be stable within herself, emotionally, financially, all of that. The masculine, he can become something truly great. I think that the feminine can as well. I'm not saying anything negative about the feminine, but there's something that the masculine has been through, or when the masculine goes through some kind of you know, argument, disagreement, something that is life altering, life changing, maddening, something like that, he can't allow himself to crumble under pressure. He needs to remove any kind of petty feelings from the situation that are going to create the kind of connection that he doesn't want, or that the masculine doesn't want. We have Cloud of Unknowing. Float on the clouds of the unknown, surrender to the mystery, embrace the sacred within. Okay. So it's just kind of saying to go with it. I don't know if that's really the best advice, but okay. Well, we're gonna go with that, I guess. And then we have water. So Cloud of Unknowing and then water. That's really interesting. So it's really about compassion, spirituality, listening to your intuition, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and just kind of, even though not really knowing where it's going to take you, just kind of let it take you is what I'm getting. It doesn't feel like this person has bad intentions, Taurus, but they definitely want you. But I think they're needing to overcome some masculinity issues or confidence issues within themselves. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. Thanks a lot. Take care. Okay, Gemini, let's go ahead and see what this person wants from you. Let's see what their current focus is. What is this person's current focus? The Strength card. I'm almost getting this energy of them being very focused on how you're perceiving them. Like, it's almost like this person wants you to perceive them as very strong, capable, somebody who's incredibly confident. It's interesting. I don't know why I got that. The Four of Pentacles reversed. That's really interesting because the Strength is like holding back, and the Four of Pentacles reversed is about taking a chance or taking a risk. So it seems like they're willing to take risks, and that's even what they want to do, but they're trying to do it without being impulsive. Like, they don't want to be impulsive in regards to this specific connection. Yeah, the Chariot. I don't think they're afraid. Like, they're definitely not afraid. They're willing to take a risk in this, but it's like an educated, held back risk. They're very confident. They're very confident in themselves. Although they're to an extent, because I think, again, that Knight of Pentacles reverse can sometimes be when we're very focused on how we're being perceived, when we're focused on how somebody is viewing us. But they're very like, okay, I need to be controlled. I need to be cautious on how much time I'm giving, on how much energy I'm giving. But I mean, they're doing it. But this person does care about what you think of them, which I think is good to an extent. I think that's a good thing, or that's a good sign. What does this person want from Gemini? What does this person want from Gemini? The Ten of Pentacles reverse. The Six of Cups. If you guys put a lot of emphasis on what your friends or family think about who you're dating or think about who you're with, I think that they want you to stop doing that, okay? Then we have the Eight of Cups. The Ace of Wands reversed and the Emperor. It's like weird because I don't really think that they want like a long-term commitment per se. Like, I don't know if they really think that you guys have it like that, or if there's some financial issues, it could be that they're wanting you to take more of a lead in that regard, because they may feel like you're very demotivated or you're not really feeling it, or something to that effect, and you're not really in control of something. They want your vulnerability. Like, don't get me wrong. What's that Eight of Cups about? The Six of Swords reverse. I think that they don't want you to avoid problems. Like, this may be somebody who sometimes feels like you kind of avoid problems a little bit. Like, you walk away from problems, you don't want to deal with them, you know? And some of you, this person may feel like you're just beating a dead horse in a certain regard or in a certain situation, and they want you to let that go as well. What is this person afraid to ask for from Gemini? The Ace of Wands reversed. The Tower reverse. I feel like they want you to slow down. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's like they want you to slow down because they feel like you're going about something in an old way. I don't know if it's an old way between the two of you, or an old way an old way that used to like be with an ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend or whatever it is. I don't think that they want you to let go of this. But they also feel like you're very like demotivated. Hermit reversed. They may feel like you're also refusing to change something about yourself because there's some level of paranoia, or there's a refusal to look at yourself and your own shortcomings. And they feel like that's the reason why you're demotivated, or that's the reason why you're uninspired, or you keep delaying some kind of change. What kind of change are they? Four of Cups. Yeah, it's like they want you to take accountability for how you got where you are. Or they want you to take accountability for a past issue. So for some of you, this can be reversed, okay? But that's what I'm getting here. What do they want Gemini to change? The Six of Wands reversed. This person may feel like you want all of this attention or all of this validation or whatever it is when you haven't even earned it or worked for it. So whether that's true or not, that's what they're feeling. Like they may think that you act very entitled for some reason. Like you're very entitled or something like that. You need to make better decisions because they feel like you're missing the mark or you're missing the point. What's the reality check here? The Four of Swords reversed. A lot of unhealed wounds and overthinking, I think, kind of poison this connection. The Moon reversed. And the Four of Cups reversed. There's like a fear or a suppression of unhealed wounds or fears that somebody keeps harboring, and we're needing to express those. We're needing to come to terms with those. We're needing to communicate. See, we're needing to communicate them so we can let go of them and move forward. That's what it really comes down to. So I think like this person feels very in control. I think that this is somebody who is very adamant about you either not beating a dead horse anymore or getting motivated to change something and actually learn the lesson from a situation. Your advice is higher wisdom. So there is something about higher wisdom that's needed. And Mercury, there's something about your mind. There's something about the small mind meets the higher mind, and you needing to kind of integrate those to be able to see the big picture, to understand the details of why you believe what it is that you believe, or why you haven't maybe evolved in a certain area of your life. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Thanks a lot. Hello, Cancer. I hope you guys are doing really well. Let's go ahead and see what this person wants from you. So let's go ahead and see their current focus right now in regards to your guys' connection. Show me this person's focus in regards to their relationship with the Cancer. The Judgment. Okay. So if you guys have been separated from this person, they may be focused on taking accountability and potentially making the decision to come back together. If it's not about a separation, then I would say this person is trying to make the right decisions by not making the same mistakes. That's what I'm getting from that. But let's see. The Eight of Wands reversed. They may not really know how to do that. Distance can be an issue between the two of you, whether it's emotional distance or there may be a secret this person is keeping. Okay. I got that as a side note. But there may be some kind of distance between the two of you. Like this person is like, okay, I need to take accountability for this, or I want to make this big decision, but I don't really know how. I don't want to force it. The Queen of Cups. Oh, that's you. Their focus is you. That's Cancer. I do think that this person loves you, but there's some kind of blockage. The Devil and the Hermit reverse. This person can be a little paranoid, or they can be attached to like an old identity. This can be somebody who cares too much about what other people think, or they look for validation in other places outside of themselves. What's the blockage with that Eight of Wands reversed? The Ten of Swords. This person may feel like they need to take either accountability for a betrayal, or this person is trying to come together, but there's also maybe their mind is really focused on some kind of betrayal that happened in the past, but they love you enough is what I'm getting as well. You know, there is love there. And I even dare say it's mutual, because the Queen of Cups is usually mutual love. So what does this person want from Cancer? The Ace of Swords. They want the truth. They want conversation. They want honesty. They want transparency. They may want an idea. Okay, that's a side note. The Lovers. Oh. This person wants you to choose them. I think they genuinely love you, Cancer. I really do. I think that this is somebody who thinks about you a lot. I think that they want to be on your mind. Like, this is somebody who's like, I really want to be on Cancer's mind. I really want Cancer to talk to me, think about me. I want to be in their mind. This person wants like the highest vibration of you, whatever that looks like. And they may even want like a higher level of commitment as well, because that's what that Lovers can talk about. The Four of Cups. They don't want you to be disappointed in them. The Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. They want to start over. If this is like a past situation, they may want to start over. Or if this is somebody new, it doesn't really feel new with that Queen of Cups and that Judgment, but if it is new, they want to be able to talk to you. They want to not just have like this flirtation back and forth, but they want something serious with that Ace of Pentacles. I also think that they want to talk about what your expectations are. What's that Four of Cups? The Page of Swords. They want to know what your expectations are. I think there's a fear of not being good enough. There's a fear of not being good enough. They want to be let into your mind about like what you want or something like that. What are they afraid to ask for when it comes to the Cancer? What are they afraid to ask for? The High Priestess. They're wanting some kind of truth or information. They want some kind of truth. And I also think that this is somebody who feels like you're very desirable. The High Priestess can be the desirable woman or man. I think they feel like you're very desirable. And I also feel like they want your highest vibration. They want to see your highest potential when it comes to the relationship. Tell me another one. Or they may want a secret. Yeah, they want you to come out of your comfort zone. They feel like you're keeping a lot of things to yourself that you're not really telling them. They don't necessarily think it's malicious, I don't think. They're just kind of like, hello. The Ten of Cups. Okay. Because I think that they're feeling like, I also think that they want something quicker than it can actually happen. But they may feel like they can't really force it because of a past betrayal. Okay. What's the High Priestess? What are they asking for with the High Priestess? The Nine of Cups reverse. Something a little selfish. It may be a little bit sexual. They want you to kind of need them a little bit. They want to know if you are what they want or if they are what you want. What's that Two of Wands reversed? The Nine of Wands. They want you to fight for this. Will you please fight for this? Because they may feel like you don't really have a lot of fight in you because of some kind of disappointment. And I do think that they're interested in pleasing you, you know? What's the reality check here? The Three of Wands. Something needs to expand. Like something may have been still for a very long time, just kind of in one place. And I feel like something needs to change. Like, for instance, if you guys have been dating, you know, for 2 years, maybe it's time to move in together, or who knows, whatever it is. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. Lessons are still needing to be learned here if you guys want to expand this connection, and kind of letting go of the outcome a little bit and just being open to what's possible. The Queen of Pentacles. There needs to be more of an investment or a like some kind of tangible effort or tangible result. Because I think that maybe you guys are not really on the same page in particular. Like, I think that somebody's trying to rush something, and I don't think this can be rushed. I think this is something that needs to take a little bit of time in order to really bloom in the way that it should. And I feel like there needs to be, again, a better level of commitment or something more tangible. Yeah, look, roots of success. Told ya. Secure your foundation. Secure your foundation, fostering growth and stability for a thriving journey ahead. And then house 12. So house 12, maybe your roots of success can come from house 12. So that can be like letting go of addictions, mental health issues, forgiveness, compassion, old past issues, self-sabotaging behaviors, etc., etc. You know, being your own worst enemy, whether that's you or them or whatever it means. So there needs to be some level of transcendence and healing in the connection, but also tangible effort. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hey, Leo, let's go ahead and see what this person wants from you. First, let's see what their current focus is. What is this person's current focus when it comes to them and Leo? The King of Swords reverse. Ew. Eight of Wands reverse. They're like stubbornly not wanting to talk to you or say something or talk about a certain topic because they're trying to force a certain narrative. Like it feels as though this person is trying to gaslight you, or they may feel like they don't have enough information or, to be honest with you, sense to be able to communicate something effectively and have you like be very receptive of it. The King of Cups, they love you though. This person is probably very much in love with you. What is that King of Swords reversed? The Three of Cups? So for some of you, if this person has been trying to reconcile with you in some way, they may kind of be like, oh God, like, am I forcing this connection because I love them so much? Am I forcing a reconciliation? Or for some of you, they may not be telling you about a certain person in their life. Give me one more on that. The Five of Swords over. No, okay, I don't think it's that. I don't think they want to play games. I don't. I don't think that they want to play games. But they feel like kind of no matter what they do, they're just going to lose. The Ten of Cups, they want a relationship with you, like a long-term, very loving kind of relationship. But they don't really know if they can have that because they may feel like, oh, it's just too good to be true, or I'm not good enough to get Leo, or whatever it is. It's kind of like this weird, like, insecurity about it, kind of. But I think that they genuinely love you. This person wants genuine happiness with you, specifically with that Ten of Cups. They want to love and be loved. Okay. What does this person want from Leo? The Nine of Pentacles reverse. The Knight of Swords reverse. This person may feel like sometimes you're overly independent. I think they want you to be less independent. I don't think that's the best. I see. They don't. Oh, I don't like that. Like that. It's almost like they don't want you to be independent, as independent as you are. Like if you're a very independent, hyper independent person, I think that that may cause them a lot of self-doubt because they're just like, oh, you know, Leo's so independent, they don't need me. I'm just going to have to kind of submit to what Leo wants, you know? And if I'm going to be honest with you, it almost feels like they don't want you to know your own power. King of Pentacles reverse and the Queen of Swords reverse. It's like weird because I don't know if this person really has something that you want that they can offer you on like a financial or stable tangible level, but at the same time they don't want you to be too independent. It's kind of weird. I don't know if this is resonating for anyone. Why the Magician reversed? The Judgment reversed. I'm getting kind of a little bit of a possessive energy. Like it's weird because they love you and that's what they're focused on. But at the same time, I think they really want things their way and they are trying to push a certain narrative because they don't want to lose you. What are they afraid to ask for from Leo? Two of Wands. They want you to come out of your comfort zone and do something differently than you've been doing it. Tell me more about this. The Star reversed. They're losing hope in the situation for some reason, or they seem to not really be confident and they want you to like choose them, it feels like, in some way. King of Pentacles, this person is not very secure with themselves, like on a financial or tangible level. I don't think they're very secure of themselves. It's almost like what is the decision they want Leo to make? Oh, like the Queen of Cups reversed, to trust them. They want you to be emotionally attached to them, but it doesn't feel healthy to me. I'm sorry. It doesn't feel healthy to me. It's like weird. It's as if they want to keep you kind of a little bit small, but they love you in their own fucked up way. They want a genuine connection and a long-term relationship with you. They want love and to be loved. They want to love you and to be loved. But it's like they want you dependent on them, like a codependency. It's almost like they feel like they don't want you to be without them. Goodness gracious, what's the reality check? The Nine of Cups. There needs to be independence and not a codependence. That's what it really comes down to. It needs to be healthy. I feel like someone's taking advantage of another person. And there's not like really a fair exchange. I feel like one person is getting more than the other, because that King of Pentacles reverse, I feel like that's your person. This is a taker, not necessarily a giver. The Seven of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Sun reversed. This is a bit of an illusion, I think, a bit of a sexual fantasy, a bit of a fantasy in general. Definitely wearing like rose-colored glasses about a situation. It's almost like it's almost like this person is trying to um pull the wool over your eyes a little bit. It's like they don't want you to be without them. It's kind of weird. Sorry. Hidden keys. Put things together piece by piece to reveal the bigger picture. Ooh. Pay attention to the details, Uranus. You may need a radical change. Something needs to change. And Uranus can be like the breaker of chains or breaking free from something. And maybe that's exactly what you need here. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye for now. Hey Virgo, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what your person wants from you. But first, let's see what their focus is in regards to the relationship between the two of you. What is this person's focus in regards to the relationship that they have or want with Virgo? Damn, 10 of Cups. Okay, I'm not mad at you. We have the 10 of Cups here. This is somebody who loves you. You could have a family with this person or already be in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship or you don't have a family with this person, that is 1,000%, I think, what they want. That's their focus. The Queen of Pentacles reverse. That to me is you, the Queen of Pentacles reverse. But they may feel like you're not really committed or you're really not taking it seriously. They may feel like you're very critical of them sometimes, even though they love you, or I'm getting like judgmental a little bit. The Star reverse, which kind of discourages them or makes them feel like there's really not a whole lot of hope. There can be some kind of healing that's also needed in the connection, but they haven't quite figured out how to do that or maintain that. Because this person definitely wants a new beginning with you, but with that 9 of Cups reverse, it can be coming from selfish desires, but at the same time, they could feel like this isn't really what you want. There's a very strong attraction. Why the Star reversed? Oh, the 5 of Cups, because of the past. Again, I think that there's a lot of history here from what I can see. There's a lot of history here, and it seems like that's why they don't really have hope. Like, oh, this hasn't worked out before. It's not going to happen again, you know? Or we're going to break up again. Or, Virgo isn't really going to want me. But they do love you. Tell me about that Queen of Pentacles. The 8 of Swords reversed. Need one more for that. The King of Swords. This person chooses you. Like, this is not somebody who's uncertain. The 8 of Swords reversed to the King of Swords is somebody who's very certain about you, even though they think you're a bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a Virgo. I'm not hating. So, even though this person thinks that you can be a little mean or judgmental or maybe critical, they're like, yeah, don't care, still want you. That's kind of their vibe. So I guess I can't be mad at them. What does this person want from Virgo? I heard I've seen this story before. Okay. What does this person want from Virgo? The 4 of Wands. They want commitment. They want to have fun. They want joy. They want to go out and party with you, or they want to stay at home and love you, and they want you to stick around. 4 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. The number 4 is like something where you build it from the ground up. It's a stable foundation. That's what they want. They want a stable foundation with you. The Devil. They want you attached, bitch. Is what they want. They want you attached. It seems like this is somebody who wants a lot of your time. I'm getting with that Temperance reversed and that 3 of Cups. This is like somebody who is like, for instance, if you guys have been separate in separation or something like that, they're like, I want to come together like yesterday. Like, I want to come together now. I want to hang out now. You know, this can also be somebody who wants too much of your time or your togetherness or your friendship or whatever. Can you tell me about that Devil? Okay. The Page of Swords reversed. They want you to stop fighting them. They want you to stop assuming the worst about them. They want to be on your mind all the time. You know? They want your sex. You know, they want you to be attached. They want you to give in. They want you to stop fighting this if you have been. I'm getting kind of like some dark energy lately for everybody. Because I think this person feels like you're still acting single, or you secretly just want to be single, or you secretly are still like keeping your independence or something like that. What is this person afraid to ask for from Virgo? The Three of Swords. For some of you, the Two of Pentacles reverse. The Hierophant. The Ace of Cups and the Six of Wands. Wow. They want you to stay. Like, I do think that there's history here. And I think that this is somebody, Virgo, who, despite the pain that you have caused or they have caused, or the pain between the two of you, they want to just drop it. They want to drop it and be like, nope, this is it. Like, I don't give a shit, you know? Because they want this. They want to shower you with affection, attention. They want your love. They want your admiration. They want you to have a reason to maybe respect them or whatever it is. Okay, I heard that they want accountability. I'm not sure. Accountability about what? The Chariot reversed around any kind of like failures regarding the dynamic. Like maybe they want you to, like, if you're somebody who, like, if you have a hand in the reason why this doesn't always work out, they want you to like take accountability for that as well, perhaps. Don't yell at me. Yeah, see, look, the justice popped out. Accountability. Okay, well, I don't know. Okay, what's the reality about this connection? What's the reality? The Six of Wands. The Ace of Swords. I sometimes feel like you guys talk over one another. Or when you guys have arguments, it's like who can outshine the other person sometimes. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting that. Can I get one more, please? The King of Pentacles reverse. I would be cautious. I don't know who the King of Pentacles reversed is. Okay. The World, the Tower reverse. Somebody still has not fully changed or learned the lessons from the past. And although like somebody may kind of talk a big game, which is what I'm getting with that Ace of Swords and that Six of Wands, I don't know if they're stable enough to make these promises, or if these plans or what the things that they're saying are really rooted in reality. We have Sculpture of Self, where it says, shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. So in this connection, I think that you guys need your own sense of identity. I think that obviously, but I think you guys need to be able to be free to express your own feelings or thoughts without being like shamed or something like that. And then Libra. So this is about like harmony, consideration, fairness. It's saying that when it, like, you guys may have very different ways of thinking or doing things or whatever it is, but it's still saying like remember to be kind to one another. Okay, kind of what I'm getting. and like respect one another's identity. Things need to be equal in the situation also, and they can't just be like we're talking a big game in order to get in the door, whatever it may be. So I don't know who that's for. But that's what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Okay, Libra, let's go ahead and see what this person wants from you. First, let's see what their focus is in regards to your guys' connection. What is this person's focus in regards to the connection with the Libra? The Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. You know, I don't think they're trying to like skip steps or anything like that. They're trying to figure out how to best serve you. They want to work on it. They're taking their time. I think that they feel like they need to. There also may be a little bit of caution because they can feel like, okay, maybe I'm not really in control of this connection, or maybe this person is a little bit fearful. I'm getting like cautious. It seems like they're cautious because they may feel like you're a bad bitch or something like that, you know, or a really hot guy, or I don't know, like everything that they want or something like this. And I think that they're a little intimidated. They're a little intimidated. The Three of Swords. They're afraid that you're going to hurt them. This person's afraid that you're going to hurt them, or even that they're going to hurt you. Okay, whoa. If I say that out loud. Okay. Well, I'm just going to do it. I got like an image of somebody trying to be gentle in the bedroom because they don't want to hurt the other person. Okay. I don't know if y'all are into some dom slope shit or what. Yeah, they don't want to disappoint you. Because it's almost like this person feels like you're out of their league for some reason. Like the Ten of Wands reverse and the Five of Cups. It's like this person feels like you're out of their league. And they don't want to bite off more than they can chew, or, you know, write a check that their ass can't cash. And so they're like, oh, tell me about that Three of Swords. King of Swords reverse. They don't really want to talk about that fear though. They don't really want to talk about that fear, it seems like. What does this person want from Libra? What does this person want from Libra, please? The Seven of Cups reversed. They want you to make a choice. They want you to make a choice. Some of you may have options and they want you to make a choice, okay? But for others of you, I feel like they want you to be honest, you know? I don't think they want you like in limerence or, you know, idolizing them or them you, or whatever the case. They want an honest to God connection. They want your vulnerability. They want your honesty. They want you to be very blunt with them about things. The Four of Pentacles. Four of Wands. It seems like this is giving me earth sign vibes. I'm not saying that this is an earth sign, but it's giving me those vibes, like an old school earth sign kind of person, where it's like they want to make sure that there's secure footing in the relationship. And I think that's why they're taking their time. They really want to take their time. They don't want to rush it because I think they have a lot of fears. And so they want to build some kind of foundation to ensure success of the connection and that you don't hurt them or they you. Because they want your honest to God vulnerability. But they want you to choose of your own free will to be vulnerable, to offer friendship or whatever. So what is this person afraid to ask for when it comes to Libra? The Eight of Swords reversed. They want you to make a choice. Maybe choose them. The World. They want to solidify something with you. Again, there's this Saturn, like earth energy, wanting things to be solid, you know? They don't want like a one-hitter quitter and then you call it a day, you know? They don't want that. Got this person wanting to wipe you up or something. Hangman reverse. They want you to hang on to your independence as well. This feels like generally a healthy person, okay, from what I can gather anyway. I mean, it's not like a full spread or whatever, but it's like this is somebody who doesn't want you to give up your independence or your identity or forget who you are because you're in a connection with them. Like, this is somebody who wants things to be healthy, structured, secure, you know? What's the reality check about this connection? And this is real, like, this is positive. Like, this is somebody who's like, I don't want you to be confused about me. I don't want you to be like, I don't know. You know, they want you to be sure. What's the reality check? The Justice. We're needing to make logical decisions. We're needing to be noble and honorable in our actions. Hermit reversed. We're needing to be very self-aware. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This is freaking beautiful. Honestly, you guys have a great reading. I think there's I don't feel like it's a reality check. I feel like it's saying this could really be something. As long as both people have done the work or the shadow work or whatever it is, like there's really something here. You know me, I'll tell you the truth. You have roots of success. Who got this? Cancer got this. Some of you are dealing with the Cancer. And then you have House 2. So this is about like values being aligned. Maybe this person needs to invest in you financially. Maybe it's about your self-esteem. Like, all of these things need to be rooted. So it's about really securing a foundation between the two of you so this can be something stable. I mean, it's very, didn't I say like Earth? House 2 is an Earth sign. House 2 is an Earth house naturally. And then you have roots of success. There's a fucking tree on here. Like, okay. So I feel like this is probably the best reading yet, although I haven't done everybody yet. So that's what I have for you, Libra. Thanks a lot. Make it a good one. Bye for now. Scorpio, you are up, baby. Let's go ahead and see your person. What is this person's focus in regards to their connection with the Scorpio, please? The Knight of Pentacles reverse. I think that they're having a little bit of stubbornness. It almost feels like they're intentionally not moving things forward, or the Lovers reverse. It's almost like they're intentionally trying to misunderstand you, or I'm getting kind of like stir you up or purposely disagree with you. It's like they're doing it very immaturely. They're just being stubborn for some reason because they don't agree with you about something. So it's like they're intentionally not putting in any effort or enough effort. The Empress reversed. This is somebody who doesn't really feel valued. It's like they're really not nurturing the situation to the best of their ability. I feel like this person thinks that you lack a sense of self-awareness to a degree, or feels like maybe you haven't learned some kind of lesson, or they're just kind of done with something. What's the Lovers reversed? The Six of Swords. This person feels like they've seen too much in regards to a situation with you. And they're like, I could never agree with that. Why would I pour my energy into that? Like, that's what they're thinking. Why the Knight of Pentacles reversed? The Ace of Pentacles reversed. They're kind of saying like, okay, if you want an opportunity with me, then this has to be reciprocal. Or you want an opportunity with me, then you have to align with my values, or, you know, is like something. And I feel like this person is purposely miscommunicating or letting you know, I disagree with you. There's something about this person feeling like they've seen too much. There's love here. This is I asked what energy they're projecting towards you. There's love here, but and like they're trying to offer you something very great, but at the same time it feels very held back. because they feel like they can't really move something forward until they have some solidification that you guys have similar beliefs or you guys can get on the same page about something. Because this is somebody who who's like, okay, well, you know, Scorpio may have moved on from a problem, but I haven't. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Reverse this if you need to. What does this person want from Scorpio? The Fool. They want you to take the wisdom that you've learned from the past, and they want you to be open-minded to like have a new adventure or start brand new, be on a new journey, think outside of the box, not conform. King of Cups. They want your maturity. They want your love, but they want you to be able to think outside of the box in regards to the relationship. My God, sorry, that was my mom trying to call me. Three of Wands reversed, because they feel like without that, you guys can't really move forward. They feel like you either A, easily give up, or you become easily frustrated, and that's why they feel like you need to think outside of the box when it comes to your emotions or emotional intelligence or emotional maturity. The Moon and the Emperor, they feel like there's more that you have to offer, but you tend to suppress yourself out of fear. The Four of Cups. They want you to be, if I'm going to be honest with you, they want you to be disappointed. They want you to feel rejected. Because there's something that does not align with them, and they're like, oh no, like, so for instance, let's say that let's just say that you have a belief that is very different from theirs, like some kind of belief that's like very fundamental, you know, maybe it's politics, maybe, who knows, right? Maybe it's religion, I don't know. And they're like, no, I want you to feel rejected until you can open your mind and take a more mature stance to something, because otherwise this can't move forward. Okay, reverse it if you need to, guys. Okay, what is this person afraid to ask Scorpio for? What is this person afraid to ask for? The Moon. What are you hiding? I heard. The Hermit reverse. Wow. And the Five of Wands. The Eight of Wands and the Magician. There's something about this person wanting you to open up your mind to new ideas. I also think that for some of you, if like this is somebody that feels like you have some kind of secret or something that you're not sharing because you're paranoid that it's going to cause some kind of conflict, and they want to know what that secret is. Tell me about that Moon. The Emperor. They feel like this is weird. It's almost like they feel that there's something, some kind of responsibility or some kind of octave that you can hit in regards to your own masculinity or your own sense of responsibility or leadership. Like you can become more. And they're almost like, well, what are you afraid of? What are you paranoid about? What are you like? It's almost like they want you to be more assertive. They want you to be more assertive. They want you to be more action oriented and to get out of your own head about things. Hermit reverse. Five of Wands. They want like your power. They want intention. They want you to speak with intention. They want you like, I don't know, man. What's the reality of this relationship or this connection? The Five of Swords. There's too many mind games, or there's a lot of like always trying to one up the other person or some kind of weird competition, something like that. Judgment. And what really needs to happen is both people or one person, whatever it is, needs to start making decisions from a place of accountability and truth, not just trying to one up the other one or trying to get a lick in or something like that. The Eight of Pentacles reverse, but it's like round and round it goes. And I feel like something just keeps repeating. Something just keeps repeating in this connection. And I also feel like somebody here ruined their reputation with another person, and somebody's needing to be very honest about that as well. Advice for Scorpio. Okay. Release and renew. Embrace the flow of letting go to welcome renewal, allowing new energy to shape your path. And then we have house 4. House 4 is about vulnerability and stability as well. It's a natural Cancerian house. Maybe there's some old family troubles or trauma or childhood trauma or just past emotional trauma that both of you are needing to release or that you're needing to release. There's something about a renewal of your foundation and what you build your foundation on. And there's something about emotional maturity, protecting one's family or protecting one's lineage or protecting the relationship. Like the 4th house, you know, I think a Cancer, it protects the home base. You know, it protects what it has built with its ancestors or family or whatever. It's the roots of the chart. So something in regards to that. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Thanks a lot and take care. Bye for now. Hey, Sagittarius, I hope you guys are doing really, really well. Let's go ahead and see what this person wants from you. But first, let's go ahead and see what their main focus is right now. Show me Sagittarius's person's focus. The Temperance, you. Okay, period. Their focus is you. I don't feel like they really want to take shortcuts, Sagittarius. I think that they want to do things the right way. They're trying to co-create with you. I'm telling you, they're trying to do things the right way. This person may also be a Sagittarius or a Libra or have those placements somewhere, but they want to do right by you. I think this person is trying to ease your mind about something as well. Like, I know this sounds really dramatic, but it feels like this person wants to marry you, or like, let's say this person got you pregnant or something or whatever, and they're like, oh God, you know, we got to make this right. We got to get married, or, you know, whatever it may be. Like, this person, I think, wants to do right by you. The Hierophant reverse. Oh, is that the one caveat or whatever? Okay. The one thing, well, tell me about the Hierophant reverse. The one thing about this is the 5 of Wands reverse. So there's some kind of difference in values or morals or belief systems, or there may be something that is non-traditional or unconventional about this connection or this relationship, but they don't want to fight about it. Like, this is somebody, if I'm being totally honest, they want things their way, okay? But I also think with that temperance and that justice there, they're willing to compromise to a degree. I do believe that they're willing to compromise, and I do believe that they're willing to drop certain things for the sake of peace. So let's see what this person wants from you. What does this person want from Sagittarius? The 9 of Wands reversed. Some of you have a moon in Sagittarius. The Knight of Pentacles reverse. The 3 of Pentacles reverse. They want you to back down. Like, this is somebody who feels like you are being nitpicky, or somebody who feels like you just don't want to get on the same page just to not get on the same page, just to prove a point, or, you know, you're fighting a losing battle or whatever it is, and they want you to give that up and just kind of give in. Because they feel like you're slowing things down between the two of you. Okay. They're like, oh God, Sagittarius is at it again. They're always frustrated with me because they want what they want when they want it, and da 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 da. Like that's kind of what they're feeling. If I'm being totally honest with you. Okay. So what are they afraid to ask for from Sagittarius? 10 of Swords. The King of Wands. They want you to kill your ego. Seven of Wands reverse. They want you to back down. I don't think this person wants an ending. Sometimes the 10 of Swords can be like, okay, like, how many swords does it take to kill somebody? Not fucking 10. You know what I mean? And so they may feel like they just want you to kind of drop something or end something else in your life. Because it's almost like this person wants you to be submissive or some shit. Because I think this person loves you, but they have a lot of doubts. It's almost like they want you to be passive or submissive to them. All right, I don't know what kind of freaky shit we got going on over here. They want you to stop being defensive, or they want you to stop defending something or like standing up to them. This is like giving me like, Christian man wanting a submissive wife vibe. Oh my God. Okay. What's the reality check? The Wheel of Fortune, round and round it goes. There's a cycle that just keeps repeating here because somebody refuses to listen, or somebody refuses to learn. And I don't know if that's you or them. The Devil reversed. There has to be some kind of detachment. Like someone needs to become very self-aware about something that is very toxic. Yeah, it's like somebody getting upset because they don't want their way. But I also think that, so like, for instance, if what I said is true and this person wants you to be more submissive, but maybe they haven't really stepped up to the plate or created a safe space or an environment for you to even want to do that, even if that's something that you want to do. Like the reality check is they need to be able to create that space. They need to be the vibrational match, for instance, for you to like be in your feminine energy all the time or something like that. Or if that's you, then you need to create that space. But that's why nothing is really happening here. Or it's not breakthrough. Navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance and resilience. And then we have square. Yeah, I feel like this connection is needing a breakthrough. I feel like somebody specific is needing a breakthrough. I think this is going to get worse before it gets better. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just think it's going to be a little bit more challenging for the both of you. There's definitely kind of a mountain to climb here. Now, whether or not it's going to be worth it is totally up to you. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Hey, Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what this person wants from you. So first, let's see what they're focused on when it comes to the connection. What is this person focused on when it comes to their connection with Capricorn? The Devil. Capricorn. They're focused on Capricorn. They're focused on you. Very focused on you. Maybe a little bit obsessively, but let's see. Tell me more. I feel like the sex is really good. The Knight of Cups. They're infatuated, babe. This person is infatuated. I feel like this person can't get you off of their mind. I'll be honest with you. I'm a Virgo, honey. I'm looking for the flaws. Okay. But I mean, the devil is kind of a flaw, or it can be, but I feel like that's just you because you're a Capricorn. The King of Pentacles. It's like, you know what I like about this? It's like, it's not just whimsical and, oh my God, like I want to take you to the movies. It's like, no, bitch, I want to build a life with you. I want to buy you things. I want to get you flowers. I want to be very generous with my time, my energy, my money. This is somebody who is very focused on being grounded, but also very romantic. It seems like they're trying to contain their emotions a little bit. And I'm not sure why. Because they're showing up as the King of Pentacles, like just trying to be grounded. It's almost like they are afraid of how you're going to view them, maybe. There's a fear of being too, like, there's a fear of being viewed as like a pussy or like being too emotional or too giving or too, which I think is really interesting. Tell me about that devil. The Seven of Pentacles, they're very invested. Like very invested. They're like, okay, I want to can do this. Like I want to do, look at that. The Emperor behind that. They want to do this. There's very strong commitment energy here, but they are afraid of what you'll think about their vulnerable side or something like that. So they're keeping their cards close to their chest in that regard. Okay, what does this person want from Capricorn? The King of Wands. For some of you, this is the same sex relationship. That's not all of you. If this person is a masculine, I would say that they want you to be attracted to them. They want you to feel safe enough to follow their lead. The Fool. They want you to be attracted to them. They want you to take a chance on them. They want you to take a chance. They want you to let bygones be bygones or to leave your past in the dust because they want you. The Three of Pentacles reverse. Like, if you're this Queen of Wands, I really think that this is somebody who feels like you're the shit, but you have a quick fuse or a short fuse, I guess is what it's called. Like, you're somebody who's very self-assured and you will drop some shit if you feel like it's not balanced or you lose your patience really quick. And I feel like they kind of want you to be more patient with them because they feel like there's certain goals or like you don't agree with them on certain things and they want you to just be like okay with that anyway. Like they want you to think, okay, well, you know what, we don't have to get along about everything or we don't have to be on the same page about everything. They just don't want you to lose your shit on them. Tell me about that Three of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, they don't want you to walk away just because you guys can't agree to disagree or something like that. Now that's your own personal business. Whatever you know what I mean? I don't know what the issues are or whatever. Okay. Okay, so what is this person afraid to ask for when it comes to Capricorn? The Page of Pentacles. Can I get a little bit of an effort? You know, they're kind of I just need something. I need something to work with. You know, they want you to be interested. Like I want you to be interested in me. I want you to want to learn about me. The Ace of Pentacles. They want an effort from you. They want to see that you are like here for the long term. They want to see that you're invested or you're interested in learning about them. You're interested in planting seeds. Strength reverse because they're not very confident that you are. Yeah, there's something about them like suppressing their inner child or suppressing their emotions because of fear. There's something about them being fearful of expressing too much emotion because they think you're going to think that they're a pussy or something like that. And I'm sure you're not going to think that. But I also think that because they believe that once you get to know them or even if you've known them for 10 years, like they still want you to be interested in them. And it's because they want more vulnerability and more transparency in regards to how you're feeling about things. So the end game for them is emotion because I think that they want to feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable with you. What's the reality check about this situation? The Seven of Wands. There may be a lot of competition here. Like somebody may be very desired by people, and that may be a little bit of an issue. Yeah, I'm getting like the highest bidder. Not saying that anyone is like a whore or anything like that. Better to be a whore than a slut, right? No, I'm just kidding. But it kind of makes me feel like somebody's really gonna have to step up because there's a lot of competition. Yeah, see? I feel like there's like somebody is like very wanted in the connection, and I feel like somebody is needing to step it up. Okay, which I know that sounds really like kind of shady and sad, but that's like what I got. That's the like that's the reality of it, you know? Like there can be no half stepping in a certain direction. So for instance, like Capricorn, if you have a lot of people competing for you or that want you or that want to spend money on you, that want to take care of you, that want to fly you to wherever, that just want to be with you or be you or whatever, like there can be no half stepping. There can be no half stepping or, you know, short footing or being like a little nerve. Oh, I don't, you know, I'm nervous to show my emotions or whatever it is. Cause like the clock is kind of ticking, is what I'm getting. For others of you, it can be about somebody leading really strong or like, I don't know, I don't want to say like love bombing, but it can't just be about like maintaining where you guys are at. Like somebody or both of you are going to have more to offer than just what is right now on the table. It feels so basically I'm saying like things are needing to evolve on a tangible level. It can't just stay as is all the time. Something like that. We have shield of resilience, and then we have Pluto. Whoa. Employ your shield of resilience, guarding against external pressures while nurturing your internal strength in love and career. And then Pluto. So I feel like there will be a lot of jealousies or there will be a lot of competition. And it's like stand strong, you know? Pluto kind of like can dissolve the ego a little bit. It can dissolve the ego sometimes. It can change who you are. It can make you feel like you're not the king or the queen that you thought you were or whatever. And so it's asking somebody to like hold fast, kind of. Okay, hold fast and humble yourself, but be confident enough to be able to stand for who or what you want. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you guys so much. I hope you'll like, share, and comment, and have a good one. Bye for now. All right, Aquarius, welcome. Let's go ahead and see what this person wants from you. So let's first see what their focus is. What is this person's focus in regards to the connection that they have with Aquarius? What is their focus? Last shuffle. The Queen of Swords reverse. It doesn't feel like they're logically focused. If anything, this seems to be somebody who is either upset or they may be very focused on how upset you are. Okay? Because it seems like somebody is feeling some kind of way here. And that's what they're focused on. They're focused on the problem, not necessarily the solution, but let's see. One at a time, please. Last shuffle. The Moon. To me, because this is this person's energy, in my opinion, to a degree, this can be a feminine, but it seems like this is somebody who's trying to kind of hide the fact that they're feeling some kind of way. They seem pretty pissed off. The Seven of Cups reverse. They seem pretty pissed off, but they're hiding it for some reason, potentially out of fear or something else. But they feel like they see through you, or they feel like they see through to a situation about a certain, yeah, Eight of Cups, Two of Wands reverse. Especially if you like walked away from this person or there's been some kind of separation. This is somebody as well who may feel like you're not really willing to do something different or make a choice or come out of a comfort zone in order to have a relationship or the kind of connection that they want. Why is the Queen of Swords reversed? The Nine of Cups, because this person feels like you're selfish and they're not really getting what they want out of the situation. Okay. So this can be reversed for some of you. Tell me about that moon. Tell me about that moon. The Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to tell you right now, like, if this is somebody that you're in an established bond with or some kind of connection, it almost feels like this person is already out the door or that's where they're getting. Okay. Like I said, reverse it if you need to, because The Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles can sometimes represent someone who's like, okay, I'm getting a little impatient. I'm frustrated because I feel like something isn't moving fast enough, or something isn't progressing in the way that I want, when I want it, right? And they may feel like they're not really getting out of the situation what it is that they're putting in. And so they're having some intuitive hits basically about that specifically. And they're kind of feeling like they're getting a reality check about it, because they kind of feel like you're all over the place. You're not really taking them seriously. You know, you're just out for validation or attention. What does this person want from Aquarius? Okay. The Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Cups. They want you to operate from your higher mind. They want emotional maturity. They want more, like, not to sound corny, but they want more love. This is Jupiter. Jupiter touches whatever it touches, it expands. So if it's touching the Knight of Cups, what could that mean? That means they want more romance. They want more vulnerability. They want more love letters, text messages, you know, whispering sweet nothings into their ear. They want vulnerability. Can I get one more for that, please? They want to see progress, but they feel like they're really not seeing it, or the progress that they are seeing, they don't really feel like it's being maintained. And that's what they want. They want you to maintain the connection with them. They want something that they can count on. They want safety. They want to feel safe. They want to be in love. They, you know, they don't even feel like you necessarily have to be on their level, or that you have to love them more than they love you or anything like that. They just want to know that you're there. They want to know that you're willing to defend them, fight for them, stand up for them, something like that. Goodness gracious. Okay. What are they afraid to ask for from Aquarius? What are they afraid to ask for? Last shuffle from Aquarius. The Three of Wands reversed. The King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands reversed. This is somebody who feels like you're keeping them in limbo on purpose. And they want something that they can count on. They want you to be like, oh yeah, let's get married. Let's move in together. Let's, you know, I want to commit to you. I want to be your man. I want to be your girlfriend. I want to be whatever. They want you to be confident enough in them and the connection to be able to be like, yes, this is it for me. This is what I want. But they feel like you don't see them. Like, intuitively, this is somebody's like, oh yeah, Aquarius takes me for granted. Or, oh yeah, Aquarius really doesn't see me. Like, they don't see, like, maybe this is somebody who gets a lot of attention or a lot of offers from other people, and you're like the only one that doesn't really give into it or whatever. They're like, hello, you know, I don't know. Did I really forget my water? What a moron. Really? Damn, forgot my Stanley. Okay, well, I've seen worse days, I guess. Tell me about that Four of Wands reversed. Five of Cups. If you were non-committal, or you did something in the past, maybe impulsively or out of insecurity, this is somebody who wants you to ask for forgiveness. Or if you've been like focused on an ex or something like that, they want you to stop, because I think it's very triggering for them. Okay. What's the reality check about this connection? What's the reality check? The King of Cups. The reality check is that there actually is love here. The Tower. But something has to change. But in order for something to change, something must evolve. And in order for something to evolve, something must change. And it's certainly around emotional maturity. And I don't know if that's for you or them, but it's around emotional maturity and being able to contain oneself and not becoming reactive as well, is what I want to say. The Queen of Wands reversed. So This is kind of like a recipe for competition, fights, ego battles a little bit. There's something about the feminine kind of being a hair trigger sometimes. And the reality check is something is going to fail if we're not willing to be transparent about what it is that we want. Tell me about that tower. Hold on. Ace of Swords, I'm telling you, I told you. There has to be transparency. There needs to be honorable, honest communication about what we want, what we don't want, what we're willing to do, and what we're not. Because it feels to me like this person seems to be in the dark, okay? There was Cavern of Secrets that wanted to come out. I'm going to take it because it kind of fits the reading. Okay. We have Feather of Hope. Grasp the Feather of Hope, a delicate symbol of upward promises and an uplifting future. And then you have Cavern of Secrets. Unveil the hidden wonders within the shadowy depths of enigmatic secrets and concealed wisdom. So I do feel like a lot of this is about transparency. And I think that the more transparent the two of you are, if this is in fact what you want, then I think the more hope that there will be. I told you something about competition, the sun and Mars. When you put the sun and Mars together, it can definitely be a recipe for disaster sometimes. Obviously, it depends on the dignity and everything like that. But this is very much about cooling one's jets, because I think that maybe the both of you are reactive at times and things can kind of get out of control. So needing to know how to monitor that. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius and Crosswatcher. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and check you out. Let's see what this person wants from you. But first, let's see what their current focus is in regards to the connection. The Hierophant. Okay, damn. This person could be a Taurus, or you guys could have those placements. They want an honest to God connection with you. They want something that's higher level, though. They don't want something that's not rooted in reality. They don't want to be with somebody that maybe has different religious or spiritual values or whatever the case may be. Five of Cups. There is some regrets around commitment or around a relationship. And I think they're trying to learn the best that they can, but they are very focused on the past in like a negative way. Can I get one more here? The Four of Swords. They're healing from this. What's the Five of Cups about? The Star. There could be a regret or sadness around an Aquarius person. The Magician reversed and the Tower reversed. There's a lot of self-doubt that they have, or there can be this doubt of their own power to be able to make something change that needs to be changed. It's almost like their mind is shut down. Because the Tower in the upright is like we're having an epiphany, you know, about something like, oh my God, I get it now. And the Magician reversed is, or the Magician is Mercury, or, you know, Gemini, Virgo, Mercury, which is the mind. So it makes me feel like this person's like, they're just not getting something quite yet because they're still hanging on to like past hope. This may be a past person that's still hanging on to some kind of hope with you and still low-key committed to you, even though there's some kind of regrets or issues between the two of you. But this person is very focused on just kind of like being alone and trying to really think about things. Like they're really trying to think about things. And I feel like through that, they're going to have some kind of epiphany about the connection. What does this person want from Pisces? The Empress. Some of you, this person wants to get you pregnant, okay? Or they want a family with you. They want your feminine energy. They want your beauty, okay? There's definitely like this, they're very attracted to you, like a very strong pull, a very strong attraction. They want your femininity and your nurturing energy and all of that. The Six, they want your attention. I feel like this person wants you to be successful as well. I don't think like they have it out bad for you or anything like that. This person may regret something that they've done. And they're very focused on the way that things were. Give me one more for what this person wants from Pisces, please. The Two of Cups. They want your love. They want your love. That's what they want. They want your love, your femininity, your vibe, the attention that you bring. You always make them feel really good. They feel like there's some kind of connection here that just feels so good, so nurturing, so loving, so beautiful. Like, it's just this essence of beauty and pride and like all the good things. But they feel like they don't have enough to offer or love isn't enough. I feel like this person thinks that you are better than them. Okay. So, what are they afraid to ask for from Pisces? What are they afraid to ask for? The Tower reversed. I'm getting insight for some reason. They don't want you to let go of them. Please don't let me go. Nine of Swords reversed. Please don't like not think of me. Kind of sad. The Eight of Pentacles. They want you to work on this. They want you to genuinely work on this. They want you to kind of like weed out any distractions and put a lot of focus on the connection, on the relationship, or on them. Because I feel like it would in their mind alleviate some kind of insecurity or worry that they have, especially because you guys may have kind of a little bit of a shifty history between the two of you. Can you tell me about that? Let me see. Yeah, there's some a lack of confidence. There's a lack of confidence. They feel like maybe you're letting go because you've grown impatient. There's something about impatience, you growing impatient. What's that Nine of Swords reversed? The Two of Swords reversed. They want you to see them, notice them, not avoid them. Kind of sad. Bitch, what did you do? No, I'm just kidding. What's the reality check about this connection? The Five of Swords reversed. When you guys play games, nobody wins. Nobody wins when you guys play games, okay? Or when they do, whatever. Death reverse. Round and round it goes. A change needs to happen, and desperately. Or, well, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to really evolve. And I think if I'm being honest with you, somebody needs to take a chill pill on the ego, and I don't know who it is. One more. Five of Wands reverse. Yeah, when you guys F around, you're going to find out. Or somebody is. That's what it really comes down to. Somebody needs to figure out how to be more responsible, be more engaging, offer something of honest to God value, not abandon their responsibilities because of how they're feeling in the moment or whatever it may be. Ignite ambition. I'm telling you, somebody here needs to ignite their ambition. Pursue desires with drive and face consequences bravely. Keep an open mind as answers reveal your journey. Like I said, and then conjunction. So a conjunction is emerging or coming together. If this relationship is going to come together, if these two people, okay, whichever one you are, if you guys are going to come together, somebody has to be a little bit more ambitious. Somebody has to take responsibility for their actions. Somebody has to take accountability, face their consequences of whatever actions or inaction they took or didn't take. Okay, so I don't know if it's you or them. I'm assuming it's them, but I don't know. Anyway, Pisces, thanks a lot. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. All right. Hello, Miss Number One. Let's go ahead and see. I already read your super chat, so we can just go ahead and move on to the questions. Thank you so much for trusting me with your questions. I know that you have came to me before, so I really appreciate it. So let's see. Let's see how he is reacting to your decision regarding the cutoff. How is he reacting or cutting him off? The Three of Cups reverse. He may very well accept it if I'm being honest with you. Tell me more. The Tower. I think he's accepting it. He's becoming very enlightened that something may just simply not work. Because when we put these two cards together, if this is how he's reacting or responding, the Three of Cups reversed is a withdrawal. And the Tower is an allowance of letting go, an allowance of change. Okay, if this is how it's going to be, so be it. I want to see how he really feels about it so I can get a little bit more insight, but let's see. How is he reacting to this cutoff? The Eight of Wands, interesting. Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles reverse. 333 is here. So definitely third-party situations. What's that Eight of Wands about? The Ace of Wands reverse and the Judgment reverse. I think he's accepting some kind of conversation or some kind of communication that is kind of demotivating him to really take accountability or come together with you. When you see cards like this, if they're in the upright, the Three of Cups and the Judgment, if they're in the upright, this calls for a reconciliation or somebody who has a desire to do that, potentially through accountability. But if they're in reverse, it's like somebody who is potentially withdrawing because they don't want to take accountability for something. You know, it's like they're dodging you a little bit. That's kind of the vibe. Okay. What are his true feelings about it, though? What are his true feelings about it? Can I get one more, please? The Knight of Swords. He's not letting this go. He's trying to find a way to talk to you or communicate something so that you won't end this. Because if this is how he's really feeling with the Seven of Swords, this is like, okay, I have to come up with a plan. I have to come up with a strategy. Hello? A strategy in order to keep this, in order to keep her from moving on. The Death reverse is when we're holding on to something or someone. And how are we going to do that? The Knight of Swords. He's trying to think of a game plan in regards to how he's going to communicate to you. So I feel like this act of him being like, oh, it's all good, you know, or whatever it is. You may be like, oh, it wasn't working out anyway, or like something. But that's not how he really feels. He's going to try to figure out a way to get away with what is going on. So, the most likely outcome over the next 3 months if you stay no contact. Let's see. A shuffle. The Ten of Wands reversed. The Four of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Is that Four of Cups the Libra? That Four of Cups the Libra? Okay, it didn't give me a different. Is the Four of Cups the Libra? Just yes or no? Yes. Okay. So, I kind of wanted to see here, and because I wasn't sure if this was you or him, I had to ask. So this is him, that Ten of Wands reversed and that Four of Cups. This is you, because I asked, okay, well, what is her outcome if she goes no contact? Let's start with him first, because I think that this is a little bit more fun. I feel like this is something he ends up realizing he can't really handle. He may feel like there's a huge weight that he's holding on to, but a part of that weight is because he wasn't willing to take responsibility in some way or step up to the plate So he keeps focusing on what he can't have. The Four of Cups is when we lack a gratitude, or we're focused on like, poor me, I'm not good enough, or nothing is good enough, or da 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 da. So he's kind of a sad sack. You, on the other hand, are showing up as the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is incredibly independent, is having a little bit of a glow up in Empress energy, looking good, feeling good, smelling good. So I feel like it looks to me like this is a no-brainer. No contact is the way to go. But of course, you know what's best for you. We have plan wisely. Cultivate success through meticulous research and strategic plotting. Your foresight will unveil new paths. Okay, so be smart about this. You know what I'm saying? House 9, interesting. I would say there's some spiritual growth that's needed. This can also be saying that, you know, the house 9 can be like distance, like when someone is at a distance. So this can be also talking about needing to look at the bigger picture of things, needing to be like, okay, is this what I want to tell our kids, like how we met? Or in regards to my higher purpose and my higher mind, or what God or the universe has planned for me, is this really it? Like, and really thinking about that, you know what I'm saying? And trying to make plans either to travel or to focus on education, working with a mentor. You know, maybe you want to focus more on religious or spiritual beliefs or something like that, but it's telling you to put your focus there. Okay. So thank you so much, number one. As always, it's a pleasure, and I hope you figure everything out. Make the best of it. Bye for now. Hello, number two. As always, it is great to see you. So give me just 1 second here. Just ignore me. Sorry. I should have done this before I press record, but I just realized I need to do it. So just bear with me. I feel like at this point we're close enough that I could just do that. So just give me a second. Okay. Thanks. All right. So as far as what you're not aware of, last shuffle. Okay. Five of Swords reversed. The Knight of Cups reverse. It may kind of feel like in the next few months you might kind of strike out a little bit. Especially when it comes to love. I would be careful of, I'm almost getting like this energy of escapism, like you're wanting to escape a little bit, or you have somebody around you that's kind of like that, like maybe through drugs or alcohol. And I don't know if that's you or somebody else, but it can just be kind of illusions around love. The King of Wands, the Temperance, and the Fool. You're kind of striking out in regards to love or creativity, or the way that you've been handling things. And I feel like you're getting a new zest for life, or there's some level, like there's some kind of journey. I feel like it's going to be something in regards to travel, or potentially something with learning. But it's going to make you feel more at peace. The Four of Wands, this is asking you to go out and like have fun, go touch grass, get out of the house. If you might get like invited to a party or some kind of get together, and it's telling you to go. Why? The Eight of Pentacles, because there can be some kind of work or project that's brought to you. There's some kind of new opportunity or new journey that's going to increase your confidence. Wow, the High Priestess behind that. This is about reaching your full potential. And in order to do that, you're going to have to break out of your comfort zone, but only after you kind of stop trying to deal with your issues through, like, I don't know, maybe you're doom scrolling. Maybe you're using drugs or alcohol to escape or something like that because you feel like you just can't win. But I feel like there's an opportunity for you to start out new or increase your sense of confidence by getting out of the house, potentially networking, or if you're getting invited to something, maybe it's a work party, maybe it's something else. I feel like this is going to increase your chances of mastering something that you want. There may also be something about working on a house or an apartment or something like that. Is there anything going on that he needs to know about that's going on right now in his life? The Queen of Pentacles, you have somebody here who wants to commit to you or is trying to be really supportive to you. This could be a businesswoman. What is this person's intention with my number 2 here? The Emperor. Somebody has you, there's something about you like getting promoted or becoming a leader somehow. And like somebody here is trying to support that. I don't know what they're doing. It's like somebody who's trying to either financially support or trying to maybe offer you a job or a home or something, because they see some kind of potential in you. They see some kind of leadership qualities, but they may feel like you doubt that. And so they're trying to encourage you. I don't know, baby. Maybe it's me. I don't I don't know, but that's what I got. Okay. I like that you asked what the good is that's coming towards you for the first half of 2026. I love that. So let's see. Okay. Show me only the good that is coming towards number 2 for the first half of 2026. Show me the good. Okay. Okay. Great. See. The Devil. Page of Cups reversed. And the King of Cups. So there was something here that I saw right before where I felt like you were kind of striking out a little bit or using escapist tendencies, whether it's doom scrolling or something else, to be able to kind of get away from your problems. But really what you need is to take action. Really what you need is creative output and encouragement. And I think that if you've been kind of stuck in like a victim mindset, or you have been kind of not being able to really feel very vulnerable, like you don't really want to open yourself up, or maybe there's some kind of creative block, it seems like not only are you removing that block, but you're also becoming more mature, or you're developing in a more mature manner. So what is the best way that I can say this? So let's say that you struck out on love a couple of times, right? And maybe you were just fucking feeling sorry for yourself, right? Like we've all been there. And you're like, you know what? I don't have to subscribe to that shit. It's not a big deal. Maybe I got rejected. Maybe it didn't work. Whatever. Like, I don't have to live there. That rejection or those escapist tendencies, like that's not me. I don't have to be this person, or something like that. It almost feels like you're empowering yourself through getting out of a victim mindset. You're becoming more mature, more stoic, more refined. I heard defined. Okay. You're not becoming defined by your past anymore, or like certain things that maybe you gave into, things that made you jealous, or like you wanted things that maybe other people had, or whatever it may be. Okay. I heard one man's trash is another man's treasure. Like I'm getting something about someone not wanting you. Okay. I know that you were asking for the good. Just hear me out. Like somebody, didn't want you, or maybe you got fired, or maybe like something happened where you felt rejected, like you just couldn't win no matter what you did. And I feel like you're going to see why this happens, or why it happened. because like you may have been treated like trash by someone else or something like that. Something didn't work out in your favor, but you're going to find that you're somebody else's treasure or something like that. You may have been fretting over like a missed opportunity or something that you felt like was taking too long to manifest in reality. And again, there's something about you finding out why that thing couldn't or didn't work. I feel like you're also making a lot more money, and it's going to be because of your courage. It's kind of this like you're very fierce in the way that you're coming at something or the way that you're going for something, but it's almost like people can't tell because it's very under the surface. There can also be something about a car or putting money into a car, working on a trip. Okay, working on going on a trip, something like that. What is the biggest benefit here? The Nine of Cups reversed. So something, because you're maturing and because you're evolving and really coming into your power, the things that you used to want, you're not going to want anymore. And I feel like you're going to be very surprised by that. What's the biggest benefit here? What's the good? All right, it gave me 3. No, it didn't. It gave me a million. Okay, I just can't take that many. I just can't take that many. Here we go. Yeah, peaks reached. Celebrate your achievements and savor the triumph of your ascent, for you've climbed high and earned your view. I'm telling you, there's something that you're succeeding at. You're like becoming this leader. I feel like a lot of eyes are going to be on you or something like that. People are going to be watching what you're doing. New heights and peaks reached. You're elevating. Fantasyland and steady as you go. Make sure everyone involved is being realistic and on the same page. Navigate with patience and resilience, trusting in your inner strength to guide you through life's twists and turns. So I feel like you're going to be at the top of your game, or you're going to start getting there. You're going to feel the climb. But it's also saying that like once you get there, make sure that you maintain it. Don't like fuck it off or whatever. Okay? Like slow and steady wins the race here. Because you're going to have a lot of drive, but if you do it like a cardinal sign, right? Love my cardinal signs. But if you do it like a cardinal sign where you shoot up, like you go too fast, right? It's like somebody trying to win a marathon, and so they just speed to get to the finish line, but then like they tire out and they can't go another lap, and it's like, well, shit, you know? So it's not about how fast you can get there. It's about your stamina and your endurance. Listen to your intuition, do meditation, do something that's going to connect you with your femininity, even though I know you're a man, your femininity, your inner creator. Okay? Because for some reason that's going to help you. And make sure that you're doing what you love. Anyway, I don't know if this is making any sense. Anyway, I love you. That's what I have for you. Best of luck. And thanks again. All right. Hello, number 3. Thank you so much for trusting me with your questions. I don't know what that stutter was about. So first things first, I want to go ahead and see what the new things that are entering your life this year that you can actually look forward to. So let's see. What are the new things in number 3's life that she will be able to look forward to this year? What will she be able to look forward to this year? Show me the new. The Page of Swords reversed. Okay. Can you tell me what the Page of Swords reversed is about? The Queen of Swords reversed. You assumed that you couldn't have a dream. There's something that you had assumed that you couldn't have, but you can. And it's maybe something that you had been holding on to for a while. But you may feel like you don't know enough. You may feel like you don't know enough about whatever this new dream is. So, for instance, let's say you want to be a tarot reader. Okay, that's just an example. And maybe you were fearful, maybe you felt like you didn't know the cards enough, right? Maybe that really kind of triggered you, or made you feel some way, or you just kind of stayed silent. You're like, well, I'm just going to hide here in the shadows, but not this time. There's something about you taking the lead and like doing some kind of performance, or being the lead at work, or there's something that you're showing or displaying to the world that before you felt like wasn't realistic, or maybe you had shut your mind off to it because you felt like it wasn't logical. But it's not about logic. This dream, or whatever this is, this hope that you have for this said thing, it's going to take leadership, and it's going to take audacity. If you have any fire placements, I would definitely utilize them at this time to get it. Because this is about not giving a shit what anyone thinks and going for it anyway. Like maybe you're like, you know, let's say you're like 80 years old and you want to be an actress, but you're like, oh, I'm 80, like I'm never gonna, that's ridiculous. But like really, some people didn't even get into their careers and get really truly famous till they were like 60, right? So I'm not saying you want to be an actress, but there's something here that's going to force your mind to open to the possibilities, because something is actually possible. The High Priestess. Ooh, I asked what was coming towards. Sorry, I know I didn't say it out loud, but I ask in my head sometimes. So I asked, what's coming towards you? And I have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is usually, it can be like kind of an androgynous woman a little bit. It can be somebody who's in the occult or reads tarot, or maybe it's a therapist. So there's like a very divine feminine person. What is their intention with my number 3? The Two of Wands. This person is trying to get you to break out of your comfort zone. It almost feels like a divine feminine guide or mentor. Like maybe you decide that you want to learn tarot, or maybe there's a woman in your life that's trying to kind of get you out of your head and help you to see your potential, because maybe you had like an ex-husband, or maybe you had like somebody in your life who used to gaslight you about it. Like, oh, you can't do that, or you can't lose weight, or you can't, you know, whatever the thing is. And like this person is helping you see something more clear. Okay. So let's see your ex, or your now separate spouse. Okay, let me see. The Empress reversed. Is there a woman around him, or is he just in his feminine energy? The Empress reversed is usually like a mother figure, or a woman who is hard pressed about something. It's usually someone who is trying to smother another person or be too involved, because it's the love is coming from a place of insecurity or fear. So if that's just him in his feminine energy, then I would say he's not really nurturing the connection, but he's insecure about himself. I don't know if I'm getting something like something about his perspective on women is weird. Like, I don't know if he doesn't like feminists, or something about his perspective of his mother or women or something like that. What is his perspective of my number 3? The Seven of Pentacles reverse. How does he think that she feels about him? The Strength card. He feels like this is a waste of time, and you feel like you have been wasting your time, but you don't want to do that anymore. He doesn't really feel like you're tangibly invested, but at the same time, right? So he doesn't feel like maybe you're showing up to meet him for lunch, or maybe you're not financially invested or something like that. There's not like a financial tie, or you're not trying to make more of a tangible financial tie or whatever it is, because you've lost your patience. But at the same time, he feels like, whether this is true or not, he feels like you're still holding on because there's still some level of passion coming from you. What does he want with number 3? All right, it gave me 2. Page of Wands, the 2 of Swords reverse. It seems to me like he wants to reach out. Flirt even, maybe. There's some kind of pain around commitment or money, maybe. There's like this energy of him still being committed to you under the surface, although he seems to be hurting. But he wants to reach out. He wants to decide. He doesn't want to avoid something. That's what I'm getting with that. I feel like he wants insight as well. Your guidance, not afraid of hardships. Confront challenges with courage, for they are the stepping stones to growth and wisdom. And then you have house 3. So so here's this again. There's something about like education or a course, or maybe something regarding social media. House 3 can be like where you're taking a course, or there's a writing project, or maybe you're listening or listening to a podcast, or maybe you're writing one or performing one, or maybe you're needing to go out in your local neighborhood a little bit, or, so there's something here about opening up your mind to maybe new connections or even networks. So you may end up, if you do that, you may end up meeting people that are going to help you get to your highest potential in one way or another, because I'm getting these cards again. Okay? And there may be a conversation, like a hard conversation that you're needing to have, but it's telling you to not be afraid. And if there's something that you want to achieve in an educational, social media, like something, writing, whatever it is, don't be afraid of it. Like, go into it face first, head first. Anyway, I do hope that helped, and I'm wishing you the absolute best. Have a great 2026. Thanks a lot, number 3. Bye for now. All right. Hello, number 4. It's always good to see you, baby. Let's go ahead and see feelings for you within the next 2 weeks. What's this person's feelings for my number 4 for the next 2 weeks? The 6 of Wands reverse. What's that about? Tell me more. The Moon reversed. The World and the 6 of Cups reversed. This person is thinking of you, but it doesn't really feel like they're thinking of you very kindly, or they're not really thinking of you in a very mature way. There may be some kind of unfinished business that they feel like they have with you. But that 6 of Wands reverse and the Moon reverse, why the 6 of Wands reversed? I'm pulling an extra one. The Fool reversed. Okay. This person has some kind of fear. Like, it feels like it's an insecurity of not being seen or not being noticed in some way. There's some kind of hesitation in regards to having a, I don't know, new journey with you, jumping into things with you, doing something different with you, acting different with you. There's some kind of grudge I feel like they're holding. They may feel like you don't see them, or they may have some level of entitlement that they may feel like some level of entitlement They may feel like something was exposed about them in regards to their ego or pride. I'm almost getting like an embarrassment. I'm almost getting like them being embarrassed. There's like this hesitation because they feel like their ego or their pride got popped or something like that. It's like their worst fear is coming alive or something like that. It's almost like they feel as though something was exposed about them. So even if you were just having a conversation with them and maybe you caught them in a little bit of a white lie or something and you were like, that's not what you said last week, or it's like something like this, okay? So that's what I have for you. We're going to move on to your second question. All right, number 5. Let's see this person's next actions towards you by the end of February. Yeah, because in that last one, it felt like they weren't really giving something attention. They were holding a bit of a grudge or being a little immature, or they could have been like, they could be not really giving you attention or feeling like they can't because of some level of embarrassment, or they feel like you're not happy with them. Show me the action this person is taking towards my number 5 till the end of February. All right, it gave me 3, and because I love you, I'm going to go ahead and take them, okay? 8 of Swords reverse and the 4 of Swords. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of communication. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords reverse, and the 4 of Swords. I think at some point in February, this person's like feeling a little uncertain on what to do about the connection. They're either feeling left out, or they're feeling like they need to block you, or they need to kind of abandon this for a minute and kind of retreat and think about things. Because I don't know if their intent, they may feel like, yeah, I don't really have what it takes to give number 5 what they want. Like there's some kind of self-doubt mixed in here. And I feel like there's something that humbled them, and I don't really know what it is. So yeah, I'm not really seeing anything, honestly. It just feels like they're battling with a lot of self-doubt, and they don't really have an intention to commit, I don't think. Even though I think that they've thought about it or whatever it is, or like show up for you in the way that you want. It seems like they're just kind of abandoning ship a little bit. And like keeping their distance, if I'm gonna be honest. Okay. I love you. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Hello, number 6. I am so sorry. I just got done reading your super chat, and that is fucking terrible. I am so sorry. Just know that I'm feeling for you. So let's see why he left. Why did he leave? The 10 of Cups reversed, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Wands. There could have been a financial issue that he was kind of frustrated with, but that 10 of Cups reversed usually shows up when in your mind you feel like you keep trying to make something work and it just doesn't. It's almost like trying to, like those toys that those children have where it's like, they have the star shape and the square shape and you're supposed to put the matching block inside. It's like trying to put a square into a star shape. Like he felt like something wasn't really fitting. And he was getting frustrated because he felt like he was giving to the situation. What did he feel like he was not receiving from her? The 8 of Cups reversed. He felt like you weren't submitting to something. He may have wanted to revisit something with you, but he felt like you weren't willing to do that. Or there was this energy of him feeling like you were the one that was settling for him. It's like he didn't like that. You were settling for him. Interesting. The 5 of Wands reversed. The Lovers. Is it possible that there was another person? Because if I'm asking why he left and I have the 5 of Wands reversed and the Lovers, there may be, I hate to say that, but there may be like a connection, okay? Maybe it's somebody at a distance or even somebody from work, perhaps. But there was something that he felt very conflicted about when it came to leaving you, when it came to another connection potentially. And he kind of felt like, okay, I don't want to fight with this anymore. I just want to choose. I just want to do it. It feels like it's another connection. I'm going to pull one more. What's that 6 of Pentacles? The 9 of Swords. There's something about him constantly worrying about money or feeling like what he had to give isn't enough. And there may even be some insecurity about him feeling like you're the one settling or you're better than him, something like that. Oh, that's right. You said that he left you for another person. I literally didn't even like, I feel like it's been a long day. Okay. Okay. Felt like he was comparing the connection. He may have wanted something to be the way that it used to be. Fully immersed is your message. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. Square. I mean, I can't imagine the trauma of someone just leaving you out of absolutely nowhere. I really can't. I would be so devastated. I'm just so sorry. I feel like this is a very hard message for me to deliver to you because that fully immersed message saying that like everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it, is a hard message to give because it's like when you go through something like that, how can you, you know? And it's saying that there's a lot of potential around you, kind of like the earth is your oyster kind of thing. And it's saying it's going to take a bit of uh you're going to feel like you're climbing a mountain to be able to get what it is that you want, or to be able to um overcome what just occurred, to be able to live out your next chapter of life, you know? And I know that sounds really difficult, but that's what it looks like to me. I think that he felt very stressed in the relationship for some reason, either over money, or he felt like he didn't have enough to give, or you know, he felt like maybe you were just settling, or he wanted things to be how they used to be, and he was very frustrated by all of this. Anyway, just know that I'm thinking of you, and I'm really sorry. People are shitty, and I just am really sorry, and I wish I could give you a big hug. But if you ever get a chance, let me know how it goes, and I'm always here if you need me. And take care. All right, number 7, a continuation I see. So let's see here. Um, your birthday is August 9th. That would make you a Leo. Uh, I'm not sure if you meant to put 9-9 or 8-9, but if you're born on August 9th, like it says, then that would make you a Leo. Okay, just an FYI. I don't know if that was a typo or not. So as far as will he come back, let's see. The 8 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups reversed. Why? Why does he come back? Why does he come back? Last shuffle. The Nine of Swords reversed. Seven of Wands, Six of Wands. I would say yes in my opinion, but I feel like it's going to take him forever. I feel like he's going to take a long time to do it. The Pentacle energy is usually taking a long time, okay? Because I feel like he's going to be a bit distracted, but I feel like eventually he will. He's going to probably apologize or kind of want to come out of the cold. He may have felt like something really wasn't sustainable, okay? Yeah, something wasn't, I pulled an extra one. Something wasn't sustainable. He ends up being disappointed by the other person from what I can see, unless something changes. But from what I can see, it looks like he does come back around because he feels like he's he's almost doing this thing like the grass is always greener, you know, like have in that mindset. So yeah, I feel like he does. I just think it's gonna take a while. Okay, that's what it looks like to me. But yes, I think that he does. Anyway, of course, best of luck to you. Bye for now. Hello, Miss Number 8. Always nice to see you. So let me see what his thoughts are about you. What are his thoughts about number 8? Two of Swords reverse. Okay, not bad. The Eight of Cups. Okay. He feels like you are not you're not somebody who wears rose-colored glasses or sits around thinking about the decision to make. Like he feels like you're the type of person that if you feel like something is off or you don't like something, you will fucking walk away. Like that's what he thinks of you. He feels like you won't have a problem walking. Like you're not afraid to be alone, you're not afraid to see through the bullshit. That's what he thinks of you. Okay? So not the worst opinion in the world. Is he a good guy? Is he a good guy? Show me who he truly is. The Seven of Cups. Okay, can I have one more, please? The Queen of Wands reversed. It's almost like he always is seeing what else is out there. Ew, Three of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if he's a bad guy. I would say he's definitely the kind of guy who keeps his options open, in my opinion. I think he's the kind of guy who's in his feminine energy. I think he's naturally immature or naturally jealous. I think that he's always, again, looking for the next thing, but he hasn't really matured to get to the next level, so to speak. So he's always like just kind of in the same relationships or playing by the same tune is kind of the vibe. I feel like he may also have some debauchery issues. You know, he may have some escapist tendencies, or you know, he may get very obsessive, very jealous. I feel like he's a very jealous person. I say that because the Seven of Cups is Venus and Scorpio. Venus doesn't do that well in Scorpio, and its lowest vibration. It can be very jealous and very possessive. And the Queen of Wands reverse is similar, just in a different way. This is like somebody who is quick to anger, somebody who will freak the fuck out on you. And then you have the Sun in Scorpio here, but it's in reverse. So imagine like shadow Scorpio energy. Somebody who is darkly possessive, keeps their options open potentially because they're insecure and they need to be validated by others constantly. So I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. It feels like this would be a bit of a nightmare. Now, obviously, you know, listen to your own intuition, but that's kind of what I got. Anyway, I love you to pieces. Take care. All right. Hello, number 9. It's always a pleasure to see you in my hipsy. So let's go ahead. I know that you said that there's a door opening in another department. I know that you said you'd have less work from home days, but you wonder if you'd be happier doing that. So let's see how that would pan out. How would this other department pan out for number 9? Okay, 2 minutes. The Knight of Swords. I think things would move very quickly. It may feel very fast paced. I think you'd have a lot of questions. I also think that you'd learn a lot. Let me get one more for it. The Devil. I'm going to pull you an extra card on top of the other two for that. What's the Devil? Three of Swords reversed. You may accumulate quite a bit of power with this one, okay? But you also may feel like something is keeping you from moving forward for some reason. And that Three of Swords reverse can tell me that old issues or old insecurities can kind of be met with this job. So, like, for instance, let's say that, you know, I don't know, there was some catty behavior at your last job and you got a little bit of PTSD from it, right? And so old patterns like that can be resurfacing. So you go here, you find out, oh God, there's some catty people. Am I going to have to worry about this or whatever? So it seems like some kind of past wounds kind of come up that you haven't quite detached from. And I'm not exactly sure what that's in regards to. I feel like in this particular department, your words will hold weight. And I think you have to be cautious of being too impulsive or just kind of getting stuck here, because you may end up feeling like you're stuck here for some reason, like you can't leave, you know? And I'm not really sure why that is. I don't know if you're going to have like a headstrong boss, or, you know, maybe the money's so good. It's like, God, I can't leave here, even though maybe you're not like totally in love with it, you know? So let's see about your current department. Okay, one at a time, please. What happens if she stays at the current department? Will she be happy there? The Fool. Okay, I think that even your current department, you would end up having some more opportunities. Like, I don't know if you would end up, you know, getting a better position there or whatever it may be. The Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the Six of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups reversed. I don't feel like you'll be content, if I'm going to be honest. I don't think that you'll be content. I think that there'll be opportunities for you to break out of your comfort zone and stuff like that and take the knowledge that you've acquired into a different department or a different position, I mean. But you're not really going to feel fulfilled. So should she go for this one? Not really telling, it's saying, okay, so yes. So death reverse to me would be a yes, but only if you're willing to make some serious evolutionary changes. Like there's something that you're really going to need to take very seriously. Okay. What about this one? Yes or no? I think this one could be good as well, to a point, but I also think that you're going to get to do I have freaking chia seeds all over I have chia seeds all over my freaking great. Okay, gym life, health routine life. But I think that there's some kind of guilt that you'll have about staying here, because I don't think it is a wish fulfillment. So, like, don't get me wrong, I think there can be new opportunities, new positions or whatever. Definitely learning something new, taking your acquired knowledge and placing it here. But I don't think it's going to be fulfilling long term. For the other department, I think that you can gain a lot of power and traction here, but you're going to have to be willing to make serious changes. So honestly, you could go with either one. I don't really know if anyone is better than the other, in my opinion. Okay. So that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I did the best that I could, and I hope that it makes sense. Anyway, let me know in the comments if it does or if it doesn't. Love you to pieces. Bye for now.